This is a Dyson V10 or 11. We had a problem with it. The switch was faulty. It wouldn't start the vacuum cleaner. So I decided to order a trigger for it. But when I seen what was involved in fixing it, and as I am 90 years of age, it was a bit beyond me. But what I decided to do is I just decided to take the battery out to have a quick look at it, what happens. And much to my amazement, what the trigger does is simplicity itself. And you can actually fix it in about 5 minutes, so it's working perfect. It might be an Heath Robinson job, not the perfect thing, but nevertheless, it works perfect. And from what I gather, people even throw the Dyson away because they can't be bothered doing it, when in effect, they could actually fix it in 5 minutes flat. I will show you how to do it by first of all undoing it. You'll have to excuse me because this is my very first one. I'm not too good at this, but I'll try and do it anyway. But I'll show you what I did. I went up to the thing and I took the battery off the bottom like that. And then the battery itself is like that. Like that. Yeah. Now, you see where the string is? Now, that's a plunger. All it does is, if I put my hand on there, I press it down, it goes like that and it pushes it up and down. See? That's all it does. And in effect, all the switch does, the red switch on it, does the same thing. It goes across inside Dyson and presses on that switch. So in effect, all it does is just literally push the thing down. So I thought to myself, well, hang on, this is, going through all the trouble of taking the thing to bits, and then you might break something, so that's it. When in effect, all you need to do is this. And all I did was tied a piece of string on the end like that. That's all it is, just a piece of string. You can use a little bit of wire. It might make it a bit more hard wearing. But all it is just a little string like that. Now, and what you do is, now if I pull it down, it pulls the switch down. Simple as that. So all it did was, now you put it back together again. So I get the battery, I turn it around like that, I put the battery in like that, Bob's your uncle, and there it goes. You pull it, all you do, pull it like that. Now, the end bit there, you can do what you like with it. I suggest that you make it into like a little round circle, like that, like a loop. Put a loop like that. And then when you hold it, put your thumb in like that, and then just lift your thumb up. And when you're lifting the thumb up, it'll pull the wire down, it'll pull the switch down and go. Now that little repair, believe it or not, took about 3 or 4 minutes to do, and it didn't cost me anything, and it works exactly the way it should do. The only thing is you haven't got a switch, but all the switch does is what my string does. It presses on that lever to put it down. Now, if you're not really fussy about having a nice little red switch, why not just take the battery out? Because all you need to do is, there's 4 screws on the bottom here of the battery. You just undo those, pull the battery out, put a bit of string on, put it back again, and that's it. what I did do to add to it, but you don't need to do this, at the bottom of it, just there, on the plastic, I cut a little oblong thing about 1/2 inch, something like that, so the string would be easier to come. And then what you can do, you close the battery up tight and screw it up tight. Without that, it will work without that, by the way. Good, but you can't tighten the screws up tight. Well, you can tighten them up and up to hold it, But at the end of the day, the whole thing saves you spending 200 quid for a Dyson. It saves you spending for a new trigger. Well, I know a new trigger is not expensive, but that's not the problem. The problem is putting it in. Now, in my early life, I was a bit mechanically minded, but believe me, I'd have second thoughts about doing this because it's so technical. It's very fragile. You could break one of the springs or something like that. Where in this, it's just nothing. It takes literally 3 or 4 minutes to do. Bob's your uncle. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye-bye.